Welcome into the Team Toledo Ice House, where Calvin University has traveled into town to take on the Toledo Rockets. Calvin comes in with a 12-0-2 record. The Rockets sitting at 4-7, but they're 3-2 at home and looking to improve on that tonight. Opening face-off is won by the Knights. Toledo quickly going to take it back. Nadeau, now Stokes along the boards, trying to move it forward. Kept in, just in front of the blue line. The Knights have it. Moving toward the net. Right out in front of the crease. Toledo able to poke it back away. Winnick throws forward. Nadeau trying to chase it down. Puck's met there by Ethan Best, the defenseman for Calvin. Little backhanded shot toward Mason Snyder. Right into the chest, batted off, now in the corner. Calvin going to try to go back to work. Puck dispossessed in front of the net. Nadeau has it back. Quickly turned over right in front of the net. The Knights once again try another shot. Not once, twice. And two saves made by Mason Snyder early on. The last shot of that sequence coming from Christoph Petrilla. Toledo takes the face-off victory. Kept alive once again at this end for Calvin. Cutting toward the crease, off the side of the net, the shot. Little backhand as Ernst tries to work it around. Ernst and Dielman. Back and forth in the corner once again. Ernst shoved up along the boards by Nate Brown. Toledo trying to win the puck back. Charles Riordan had it. Toledo able to clear the zone out near center ice. Calvin trying to build in once again. Brown along the boards has it for Toledo. Ran down near the other end. Messier tries a shot. Fires back out in front. The pass from Mitchell goes wide. Up the ice come the Knights once again. Shot off the leg pad there from Dielman. Stokes throws all the way to the other end, and that'll bring us our first icing call of the game, just over 2 minutes in. Calvin early on, a lot of time of possession of the puck here, and that's how they've managed to go undefeated thus far through the year. 12 wins, 2 ties. The lowest goals scored in a contest for the Knights were 2, and that was back in a 2-2 draw earlier this season against Purdue Northwestern. It could be a very high-scoring affair between the two teams. Toledo's highest goal-scoring performance was 9, and not the last time here at the Team Toledo Ice House, but the second to last time. Stokes takes control of the puck. He'll throw it off the gold trim of the boards. Went past the stick of Beaverson. Felecki with it now. He'll bring it out. Tapped quickly back in by the Knights. Stokes throws forward once again. High off the stick there of Nate Niestedt. Niestedt along the boards. Pressure from Ix. Felecki now. Trying to cut towards the net. A couple of changes being made. Away from the play for Toledo. Van Hersick comes on. Rockets still have it in their attacking third. But there it's taken away by the Knights. Up the ice comes Schenkel. Tried to throw it forward to get it deeper into the zone. It didn't work, but now he gets the pass back from his teammate. Rockets able to take it away once again. Far side of the ice in front of the Toledo bench. Soltis across. Ian Wood down near the corner, backhanded back out in front. Van Hersick couldn't get the stick free to muster up a shot. Calvin the other way. They had the numbers momentarily. Here comes a chance. Snyder pokes it away. Pass back out in front. Right in front of the Rocket bench, back towards Snyder. Still moving with the puck is Quentin Stempel. Soltis will throw it out. And Best is going to have to run it down near the other end of the ice. Back behind Snyder. There's a shot from Lou Vesperini. Deflected and wide. Back out near center ice. Nadeau looking for the puck. Garrett Meyer down near the corner. Tried to get it back to his teammate. Taken away momentarily near the middle. Back up towards the top near the blue line. Shot was fired wide. Garrett Meyer trying to stay with the puck. Owen Duker. Hit there in open ice. Sends Beaverson sprawling. Winnick will slow it down. There's Nadeau once again. Going across, looking for Winnick. Winnick takes a shot, nearly deflected. But Carlos Ciso makes the save. Petrilla, a pass back from Vandesen. Shot kept out again. Knights in front. Backhanded attempt from Vandesen. That one deflected wide by Snyder. Nate Brown has it once again. He'll throw it off the boards. Toledo trying to work back up the ice. Brown in the direction of Mitchell. Mitchell tries to backhand toward the middle. He was looking for Bassan. But traffic in all the right places for Calvin. Cutting off that passing lane. Down in front of the net near Snyder. He makes the save. And Jacob Sibango was lining it up. He had a good shot. But Snyder had his eyes all over the puck there in front. And so now we'll have a face-off down to the left of Mason Snyder. Just 5 minutes and 29 seconds into this first period. Both teams a couple of chances. 5 shots for the Knights. 2 for the Rockets. Back out into the neutral zone it comes. Elkins chasing it down. Felecki hot on his tail. That one thrown out into the middle once again. Beaverson on the end of it. Back forward. Felecki into the zone. Here comes a look for Felecki. Lost the puck. It was in between his legs. Got caught up in 2-on-1 traffic. Trying to make his way in front of the crease. Back into the netting. And that'll bring the whistle and a stoppage in play. An excellent opportunity for Felecki there on the breakout. And kind of a surprising fact if you've been watching Toledo Rocket hockey for the last 2 years, Jimmy Felecki not having the year that he had last year. He's only got 1 goal in the first 9 games, which if you judge by last season, you would say that's ridiculous. I don't believe you. So we'll see if potentially Jimmy Felecki can get going tonight and help the Rockets to a home victory and give Calvin their first loss. Elkins, the puck near center ice. That's going to be thrown back in. Stokes going after it near the corner. Pressure. Wings it around, corner to corner. Soltis back to it. That'll come out to center ice once again. Calvin back on their heels. They'll reset. Thrown the length. Icing going to be called as Stokes wins the race following the puck. So the faceoff is going to go down near Carlos Ciso. Ciso, the freshman goaltender out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Face-off victory there for Calvin. Ickes gets the puck back. Tried to pass toward the middle. Toledo had the numbers. Soltis was in the way, along with Van Herset. Off the boards, picked up by the Rockets, quickly thrown back to the ice, both teams. A little back and forth for it. Soltis tries a shot. That one goes high of the mid of Ciso. Nate Brown to it. Plays it back toward the corner. Best is going to pick it up there. Played back in. Shot went wide. Off the stick of Ben Mitchell. Other end. Picked back up. Connor Doyle. And a little back and forth through the neutral zone. Stempel now, he tries a shot. That one deflected in traffic before it got to Snyder and went wide off into the corner. Now in front of the Toledo bench. Calvin still trying to control the possession. Shot at Snyder once again. He deflects it away. Garrett Meyer has the puck taken away. There's another shot. Snyder comes out to block the attempt of Maverick Backstrom. Backstrom has it once again. Fanned on the shot that time. Now he plays it towards Snyder. Snyder again, another save out in front of the net. Puck comes out near the blue line. Thrown back in toward the Toledo goaltender. Knocks it away again into the board. Same result. Mason Snyder looking strong here early. Nine stops on 9 attempts from the Knights. He'll knock that one into the corner. Allows his teammates to close in. Bassan across, Brown forward. Taken back away by Best. Vanderson and Best jousting back and forth, trying to get the puck for Calvin. Messier the backhand across as the Rockets take control. Ben Mitchell going after the puck. Toledo has numbers at the other end. Mitchell along with Bassan, puck out in front of the net. It'll be taken back away. The gold lids coming up the ice. Jacob Sibanga towards Snyder. Beaverson lost it momentarily, allows Vanderson to get it back. Calvin out in front. Petrilla tried a shot. That one deflected up into the netting. And we'll have a face-off right down near that area on the ice. 9 minutes and 15 seconds into this contest. Very quickly through the first half of the first period here. Neither team has found the scoreboard, but Calvin, 10 attempts at Mason Snyder. He's looked strong thus far in the crease. Toledo will look to push to the other end of the ice a little more. Here comes Messier out of this face-off. Toledo with the numbers. There's a chance that goes wide of Ciso. Sibanga, other end, trying to get around the defense. Beaverson is there. Ben Mitchell now around the net, lost an edge. Tries to get the pass back to Messier in the middle. Beaverson with it once again, trying to reset, evading the pressure of Sibanga. Puck up the ice all the way to the other end. It's going to be taken back in by Owen Duker. Here comes Ernst. Around the net. Pass off. Dialman. And up into the rafters off the stick of Connor Doyle. Face-off victory for Calvin. Play back towards the net. Errant into the corner. Felecki gets to it first. Now it's Brown from corner to corner. Neistat there. And up into the high glass that protects those two viewing booths on the other side of the ice house here. Van Herset off. There's Stokes. As Toledo won the faceoff. Calvin quick to get the puck back. Off Soltis' stick. He goes to Dialman. Van Herset going to run it down near the corner. Batted around. Soltis once again. Jay Soltis throws toward the middle of the ice. Van Herset tried to settle it down there. Puck just got too far out in front of him. Back line once again. Best plays forward. Calvin an attempt up front. Ickes. And we get a whistle. Net came off just slightly behind Mason Snyder. So with 8:47, we'll get another puck drop here. Face-off won by Toledo. Pressure kept on by the Knights. It comes out of the zone. Calvin will have to clear everybody out before they make another charge into their attacking third. Schenkel throws across, deflected up into the Rockets bench. Another face-off victory for Toledo. Doyle throws around, finds Meyer. Meyer's looking up the ice. Nadeau. Nadeau takes a shot. Ciso makes the save. So just like that, in a matter of about 10 or 15 seconds, we switch ends of the ice. We'll have another face-off. Face-off won this time by the Knights. It comes out of the zone. Nadeau picks it back up. Little contact there. Stempel, Vesperini. Nadeau takes another shot. Ciso makes the save. After the play, a little bit of contact. Now some push and shove down in the corner. Officials quick to get in the middle of that. And even a little push after that between Ciso and Nadeau. Riley Nadeau keeping the goaltender honest down there, trying to make sure that puck was all the way covered up. If it wasn't, he was going to jam it into the back of the net. Face-off victory this time by Calvin. Duker goes after it. In the corner, Meyer bats it around to Nadeau. The two try to go back and forth. It's taken away. That time it was Justin Davis getting the puck. Nadeau has it back. Meyer in front. They score! Riley Nadeau and Garrett Meyer combine, and Garrett Meyer adds another. Garrett Meyer, the senior out of Curtis, Ohio, has had plenty of goals during his time in the Midnight Blue and Gold. Add that to the list. And now just like that, the Rockets a 1-0 victory over Calvin with 7:43 to play. Back to center ice we go after the face-off. Stokes trying to go after it in the corner. Petrilla battling there. Now two players from each side. Along the boards, puck still loose, looking for possession. Kept in just in front of the blue line. Riley Austin. Ben Mitchell and Justin Beaverson after it for Toledo. It goes under the stick of Stokes. Petrilla tries to play it back in the direction of Snyder. The Rockets able to step in the way. They have the numbers coming up the ice. Here's Mitchell. Backhanded pass out in front. Off the stick of Josh Bassan. Subanga has it taken away. Here comes Mitchell again, weaving through the defense. Nearly got around Ciso, but tripped up there as he moved toward the crease. Nate Brown looking for Niestet. It goes past, and an icing will be called. So back to the other end we go. Into the Calvin attacking third. A good sign for Toledo with a 1-goal lead here late in the first period. Toledo trying to snap a 2-game losing streak last weekend. Shot from the blue line there, deflected away. That was Jagielski. Messier throws out of the zone. Riordan runs it down. Dialman now through the middle. Ernst was there as well. Nate Brown gets it back for the Rockets. Niestet hard to the ice, sent down by the shoulder of Ryan Jagielski. From the neutral zone, it's thrown in. Dialman and Ernst Nate Brown, a big hit delivered along the boards. Back up front, Felecki trying to get around the defense. He's done so. Can he find the pass in the direction of Chris Riddick? Riddick had the stick on it for a moment. Little back and forth. Felecki got it back in the corner. Beaverson in the neutral zone has it taken away. Up the ice come the Knights. There's a chance. Snyder makes another save. Steven Ickes delivered hard into the boards after he took a backhanded look at Mason Snyder. Here come the Knights once again. Ickes in behind. Snyder able to get the leg in front of it. Batted around, kept alive, deflected down near the corner. Knights still in control, and now on the stick of Chase Soltis, the Rockets push it out. Soltis down and around Ciso. Backhanded pass out in front. Toledo going to be able to get back to the puck. Van Herset brings the pass toward the top. Brown fired the shot, but down to the ice. In front of it was Schenkel. Nate Brown and Connor Doyle back, recollecting the puck in their defensive end. Down towards Snyder it goes again. Brown is there. He's going to be hit hard into the boards. Knights take it back. Soltis jumps in the passing lane once again. Looking forward in the direction of Van Herset. Ciso wildly out of the crease. A little back and forth, and down goes Van Herset. And now after the play, some more pushing going on. And Van Herset tripped up behind the pile. And we'll see who this is going to go against. The officials are going to have a discussion. But Van Herset, it looked like he tried to slow up, but still made some contact with the goalkeeper. And judging by his frustration, he's probably going to be headed to the box. But it was after Van Herset made some slight contact that Ciso lashed out and put that trapper right in the face of Jarrett Van Herset. Garrett Meyer and Maverick Backstrom over talking to the officials. Officials will go over and talk to the Knights bench. Conversation still underway. Just outside your frame to the left of the screen. And this may end up just offsetting because Toledo definitely still has 5 players out on the ice. And it'll be Calvin with 4. So Toledo going to go to the man advantage. And the penalty is going to be issued to Carlos Ciso. With Ciso being the goaltender, he obviously won't go to the box, so somebody else will serve his 2 minutes. But a chance for Toledo here on the power play to extend their advantage. Nadeau near the blue line, has it in front of the Knights bench. Now Winnick, back to Nadeau, thrown in front. That one will go to the corner, picked up by Trevor Stokes. Stokes back to Meyer. Meyer around the back of the net, brings it out to Riley Nadeau. Once again, backhanded down near the corner. Back on the stick of Meyer. Meyer, 1 goal already. It was the Nadeau-Meyer connection that got the first. Out in front, there's a shot. Stopped by Ciso. Behind the net, Stokes has it once again. It's going to be taken away and thrown out of the zone. Nice job done there by Kyle Vandesen. Winnick will go back to get it. He'll settle it down behind the net. It's going to be picked up by Ben Mitchell. Now in the corner, there's Josh Bassan. Bassan and Mitchell back and forth, and here come the Rockets forward up the ice. Pass out in front of Beaverson. Just a little miscommunication there between the two. Calvin sends it back down. Snyder will come out of the net after the puck. Backhanded pass over to Mitchell in the corner. 3 minutes to play in the first period. 40 seconds still on the man advantage for Toledo. Thrown down into the corner. Wood going after it. Slapped into the glass. and it rode the top of the glass but stayed in play. Snyder will have it once again. Beaverson, Mitchell, and Bassan back to get it. Now Felecki trying to weave around the defense. Behind the net he goes. Felecki has it taken away. Bassan right there. The Knights will force it out again. Back to full strength are the Knights. Stokes trying to bring that one into the neutral zone. Kept alive by Ernst. Stokes will go back behind his goaltender. Now in the direction of Winnick. Winnick forward, looking across the ice. Meyer trying to get back to it. Out in front of Ciso, he'll just play it away into the corner. Meyer back to it. But there's Justin Davis for the Knights. Nate Brown skates it down in the neutral zone. Back and forth. Charles Riordan gets a pass back. Brown with it. 1:30 to play in the first period. Messier trying to make a charge down towards Ciso, halted by Justin Davis. The Knights will throw back out. Snyder comes out of the crease, touches it away from Dialman. Connor Doyle up into the neutral zone. Bassan trying to weave through. Ciso slaps it away. Down goes Bassan. A lot of activity just outside that crease by Carlos Ciso tonight. Brown throws out. Bassan has it. He leaves the pass off. Mitchell tried to get around Duker there. Puck hanging out along the boards. Under a minute to play. Justin Beaverson in the direction of Mitchell. A little back and forth. Mitchell has it. Now the Knights take it away again. Justin Davis. Up the side of the board. Snyder knocks it to the corner. 25 seconds to play. Vesperini and Backstrom were both right there. Out it comes to Elkins. He'll throw it off the boards. Stokes will go down behind Snyder. 10 seconds on the clock. And will Stokes hold it out here the first period? Indeed he will. Bringing it out in front of the Toledo bench. Stokes not happy with the treatment there from Declan Curtis on the hit as the whistle expired. But the end of the first period, the Rockets have an advantage. Calvin out shooting Toledo 13-6. But the Rockets buried one of those six, and it's 1-0. Toledo on top as we go to the break. Meyer found the back of the net off a pass from Riley Nadeau. Deflected up into the rafters there. Will come back quickly for a face-off. Just 9 seconds into period number 2. Back to center ice we go. Riley Nadeau wins the face-off over Kyle Vandesen. Vandesen knocks it back down in front. Snyder able to get the leg in front of it. Dangerous there. Snyder's been perfect thus far. He stopped all 14 shots he has faced tonight. Toledo plays towards Ciso once again. And there's the whistle. Off the face-off. Knights bring it forward. Thrown around Brown. Sibanga trying to get back to it. 2-for-2 battle for the puck. Away it comes around Meyer. Vandesen back after it. Sibanga again. Now he still has it. Towards Snyder. Shot deflected. Back around. Doyle gets it out to Winnick. Winnick enough room to skate up the ice. That'll allow Toledo to relieve some pressure and make some changes. Jagielski off the boards. Messier and Doyle back and forth. Toledo tries to go forward. There's Declan Curtis. Curtis delivered that hit to Stokes back at the end of the first period. Stokes took a little exception to that. We'll see if the Rockets follow that up at all at any point throughout the contest. Speaking of Trevor Stokes, he takes in the puck. Thrown towards the other end, icing the call. Jagielski was there. So back down near Snyder for another face-off. Back out near the blue line, knocked away. Up the ice, here come the Rockets. Pass across for Bisson, was knocked down to the ice. And deflected into the bench. We will get another face-off. Messier and Ernst. Advantage went to Josh Ernst. And again, we'll get a whistle. And so while it took us a while to get to 3 or 4 whistles back in the first period, very quickly, a lot of start and stop here in the second. Behind the net, Justin Davis. Messier settles it down. Follows behind Mitchell. Ciso snags it out of the air and throws it back to the ice. Ernst gets a pass off. Up the ice comes Dialman. Thrown forward, brought back down by Stokes, evading Ernst there. Ciso came all the way out of the crease. Puck now at the other end. Mitchell's there. He goes into the boards. Niestedt able to get it out. Felecki there. Felecki will throw it down into the zone. Pressure closing on Calvin down behind the net. Niestedt going after it. The Knights able to force it back out into the neutral zone off the helmet of the official. As both player and official went to the ice along the far boards. Knights able to take it back away. Ickes across. A nice save by Snyder. a 2-on-1 advantage for Calvin. It didn't work, and another shot towards Snyder. Stopped off the stick of Schenkel. Minutes and 38 seconds into the second period. Looks like Snyder going to make a gear adjustment. Brief delay before the face-off here. Van Herset against Backstrom. Knights couldn't get the shot off the face-off. Beaverson lost it right in front of Snyder, lofted out by Stokes. Goes down towards the other end. Elkins there in the corner. Soltis comes in hard, went down to a knee as he delivered the hit. Elkins in the middle, backhanded pass forward. Knights up the ice, knocked away by Stokes. Elkins quickly back to it, offside the call as the puck came out and Elkins went in before Calvin was able to clear. So now comes a neutral zone faceoff. Nadeau against Vandison. Knights take the faceoff victory. Connor Doyle picks it up in the corner. Winnick and Nadeau. Battle for the puck down near the corner. Doyle brings it out, tries to throw to Meyer. Intercepted, taken away. Now the puck finds its way to the senior captain. Wanted to go across the ice and just caught the lip of the rafter and fell back down. Meyer thought he had Winnick out in front of everybody. But that's one of the dangers of playing in a facility with a low ceiling, is sometimes the roof can take it away from you. Sibenga back to it in the corner. Calvin trying to apply pressure once again, just like they did early on in the first period. There's a shot deflected away by Snyder. And a penalty coming on Toledo. Ciso comes out of the net, shot fired from Jagielski to Snyder, and he makes the save. But Calvin going to go to the man advantage. Connor Doyle going to head back to the bench. We'll see who the penalty's on. And I believe they're going to get Riley Nadeau as he's escorted into the penalty box. So out on the ice for the penalty kill will be Filecki, Messier, Stokes, and Nate Brown. First opportunity on the power play for Calvin tonight. Stokes battling for the puck. He goes down with Schenkel there in the corner. Back out near the blue line, Vandison working the puck around. He has it once again. Now Elkins. Behind the net it goes. Deflected off of Snyder into the netting, and it falls out of play. And a dangerous one line out there for Calvin. Petrilla, Vandison, and Sibenga, the top scorers for Calvin. Toledo takes the face-off victory there. Stokes trying to trap it up along the boards. Little contact. Garrett Meyer back out. Vandison looking toward the corner. Pass back out in front. Shot goes wide. Elkins has it once again. Sibenga trying to take it in. Deflected. And Snyder, it got by him, but the net had come off, and the official waved it off. And the Knights visibly upset, so was the bench. But it looked like some unintentional contact there as Snyder went out to try to grab the first shot and the net came off. So now 1 minute and 1 second into this power play. And an explanation being given to Mike Petrusma, the head coach of the Knights in his 26th season with the program. So now we're ready to go once again. Sibenga taking the face-off against Meyer. Face-off won by Sibenga. Meyer lost a glove, shot at Snyder from Elkins. That one deflected into the corner. Felecki plays it around. It comes all the way out and goes toward the other end. Meyer heads to the bench. He'll exchange for Riddick. Felecki will exchange for Neistat. Knights trying to push it back in. Numbers for Toledo. Back on the stick of Petrilla. Pass back out in front. Snyder trying to keep it away. Vandesen towards Snyder. Deflected away once again. Right back at Vandesen. He throws wide. Petrilla knocked out by Neistat. 10 seconds left on the power play. Calvin going to try to go quick. See if they can get 1 or 2 more looks at net. And a whistle. Potentially offside called there. As a very frustrated Josh Ernst goes back to the Calvin bench. 4 seconds left on the power play. Toledo's going to come back to full strength. Nadeau comes right in, and here's Toledo. They've got a 2-on-1 breakaway. Meyer takes this shot. It goes wide. Bench thought Meyer had it. He had a Winnick as well to provide help if he wanted it. Knights looking up the ice. Icing will be called as it got under the stick of Vesperini, and Nate Brown was the first one to it, down near Mason Snyder. 7 minutes and 20 seconds into the second period. Toledo still holds the 1-goal lead after the first period goal from Garrett Meyer. Face-off won by Calvin. Out into the neutral zone it comes. Brown settling it down with a pass across to Connor Doyle. Messier tried to run it down, kept alive by Petrilla. Brown throws to the corner. Ben Mitchell is there. Mitchell into the middle, finds Messier, trying to weave through near that post, but just around. And now it's Calvin on their heels. Frustrated after not being able to convert on the power play opportunity. We'll have a neutral zone face-off coming at center ice. Riddick and Ernst. Puck comes off. Back to the stick of Jagielski. Calvin continuing to move forward. Riordan looking for Ernst. Beaverson wins the race there. Beaverson and Ernst still battling. Ernst has it as he tries to go to the corner. He'll get the pass off. There's a shot and another save from Snyder. And here comes that push and shove, the aggression we talked about. Ernst holding on to the glove of Stokes as he went to the ground. On the backside, Beaverson tangled up as well. It was both 21s, Beaverson and Riordan. And then Ernst and Stokes. Ernst going to the box. And Beaverson's going to head into the box as well. Much to the dismay of the Justin Beaverson fan section that comes over from Sylvania every home game here at the Ice House. Stokes going to go to the box as well. So far, 2 minutes loaded onto the board for Trevor Stokes. The other penalty looks like is going to offset. So Toledo will have to go on the penalty kill once again. Which one of the things that's notable about the penalty to Trevor Stokes is he's normally one of those guys that's out there on this penalty kill unit for the Rockets. Off the face-off, Vandison across to Elkins. Elkins takes a shot. Snyder makes one save, puck out in front. Toledo trying to get it away from their goaltender. Back out, it comes to Doyle. Doyle a chance to clear it out, and he does. Picked up by Nadeau in the neutral zone. Garrett Meyer there. And Nadeau went down trying to stay in the neutral zone to prevent the offside call. But he went down, but the problem was he traveled into that attacking third before the puck got there after the backward pass to Garrett Meyer. So we'll reset once again, 8 minutes and 40 seconds into this second period. 17 seconds into Calvin's second power play of the evening. Vandison up the ice, pass across. Knocked away by Doyle. Felecki tries a shot. Ciso knocks it away. Off into the corner, picked back up there by Elkins. Thrown up the ice. Knights trying to settle things down. Push the numbers forward so they can use that advantage to its fullest. Winnick trying to get the puck back in the corner. He had it for a moment. The Knights able to get it back. Out it comes to Elkins, near the point. Pass across. Vandison down low, under the stick of Petrilla. Elkins has to recollect. Pass across, deflected up into the air, knocked down by Winnick. And Toledo able to bring it out of the zone. They'll make a charge to the other end. Offside called as Messier got it in first. A minute and 7 seconds into the Calvin power play. And we're going to get a face-off in the neutral zone once again, just outside the Toledo attacking third. Back to play we go on the stick of Vesperini. Back up top, Dialman. Vesperini once again. Trying to move towards Snyder. See if he can get that Toledo goaltender out of position. Shot there. Snyder knocks it away off the stick of Duker. Contact along the boards. Nearly thrown out by Dakota Keaton. And now it's knocked out by Niestet down to the other end of the ice. 12 seconds left on the Calvin power play once again. The Knights do not want to leave that goose egg on the board through 2 power plays. There's a shot and they score as the power play expired. Stephen Hicks puts it into the back of the net and we have a tie game 1-1. Mason Snyder, a magnificent start to the night. Finally, one got by him. And even though that may have been after the completion of the power play, not enough time for Toledo to get everybody back to defend. So essentially, a goal that may not be ruled as a power play goal that probably should be. Battle in front of the Knights bench. Puck comes across. Winnick picks it back up there. We'll see how the Rockets respond. Pass up the ice. Knocked back down. Meyer has it. He'll settle it back to Beaverson. Beaverson fresh out of the box. Here comes Declan Curtis up the ice for Calvin. Trying to get it around Stokes. He's fresh as well after spending his 2 minutes in the box. Rockets will bat it out. Winnick in the direction of Garrett Meyer, just out in front of the captain. Meyer keeping the pressure on Jagielski in the corner. Winnick there as well. It comes out to Curtis in front of the Rocket bench. Doyle. Meyer. Winnick being held by Jagielski. Trying to point that out. Still being held. The official going to let that one go. Stemfel took a shot there. Snyder was able to deflect it away with ease. Winnick back to it in the corner. Help from Stokes. Puck comes out to Messier. Stokes once again will go around the trim of the boards. And back it comes. Trevor Stokes again. This time he'll throw it all the way up the ice. It's going to be knocked back down. Here's Ben Mitchell, the backhand out in front of Ciso. It goes wide. Messier and Mitchell with the puck. Out it comes. Calvin going to make a charge in as well here. Down at the other end. Off Snyder. Dangerous look there from Sibenga. Petrilla. Pass back to Sibenga. Again, Snyder knocks it down. Bassan along the boards, dishes the pass back to the middle. Trevor Stokes is there. He's making a charge up the ice. He'll take it all the way in himself. Knocked away by Vandison, taken back away by Toledo. A little back and forth here. Toledo making some changes. Bassan tried to shovel it off the boards back to Riddick. Didn't work out the way they'd hoped. And now the Knights have the puck as they come up the ice. Petrilla. And along the boards, here goes Felecki and Sibenga. And I think we're going to get offsetting penalties again. Both these players are probably going to go to the box. And Felecki still exchanging words with Maverick Backstrom as the two came up the ice back towards the penalty boxes. Backstrom just trailing over to get the ruling from the officials, fulfilling his duties as captain alongside Garrett Meyer there in the center of the ice. Waiting how these penalties are going to shake out. The discussion going on over far side of the ice. Still a conversation going on between the officials in front of the scoring table. And now the discussion turning into a fairly lengthy one as both teams await ruling at the bench. Meyer and Backstrom having their own conversation as well. And now the fans getting tired of waiting around as well. And visibly upset is Jacob Sibenga in the box. He'll take a seat once again. Let's go Rockets chance as we await the ruling here. Sibenga's penalty is on the board. Jimmy Falecki in the box as well, but nothing on the Toledo side of the scoreboard yet. And it looks like Toledo's going to go to the power play. So roughing and a misconduct penalty to both teams, and then an extra roughing penalty issued to Calvin. Hence the Toledo power play here, and a chance for the Rockets to go back ahead off the faceoff. Messier dishes the pass out to Winnick. Winnick will try to go across, turned over. Vandison has it out in front for Calvin. He breaks away through two defenders. He shoots, he scores. A short-handed goal for the Knights. And based on the success that Kyle Vandison has had this year, you knew it was only a matter of time before he had an opportunity like that. And boy, did he deliver. His team down a man here in the second period. 7:04 to play. And now Calvin out in front of Toledo 2-1. Toledo still does have nearly a minute and 45 seconds on the power play. We'll see if they can even it back up here. Calvin takes it back away. Bassan forward, looking in the direction of Ian Wood. Wood forward to the corner. There's Nick LeBeau. Puck fired down toward the other end. Snyder will get a stick on it. He throws opposite corner. It's going to be picked up there by Bassan. Out into the neutral zone. Jagielski keeps it away from Toledo. Snyder settles it down. Mitchell going to go back to get it. Lost it. Ernst forcing the pressure. And we got a whistle. Still 59 seconds on the power play for Toledo. Off into the boards. Ernst trying to keep the pressure on once again. Mitchell has it. Off the pass from Messier. Beaverson back to Messier. Mitchell skated by it. Now Beaverson throws up the ice. Trapped down by Ciso. Face-off will come to this end. And the freshman goaltender for the Knights has played an aggressive game down there by the crease. He's tripped up Toledo players a couple of times on their fast breaks. You saw him throw the gloves to the face of Stokes once earlier in this game. Even got a penalty early on in the first period. Messier across. Winnick moving in from the blue line. Nadeau down low. Couldn't get it through traffic. Knights back up the ice. There's Ix, who scored the first goal. Garrett Meyer gets it back. Messier and Nadeau with Meyer as he comes into the zone. Toledo still battling for the puck along the boards. Kept away. Stokes trying to go after it. Garrett Meyer sent to the ice. And we will have a penalty coming. And some more pushing and shoving after the play. Stokes getting into it with Ciso again. And Stokes is going to go to the box. And that was after the initial stoppage. Garrett Meyer going to go in as well. Now frustration starting to show for Toledo. As Ciso and Schenkel play a game of baseball back at the far end of the ice. Myers penalty loaded onto the board. So 5-on-4 we go once again. Another power play for Calvin. They scored either in the final couple of seconds or just after their last power play opportunity. Some more game misconducts handed out. I believe that one might be against Trevor Stokes. Calvin with the puck. There's Vandison again, knocked away by Snyder. Knights trying to keep the pressure on Petrilla. Little back and forth, down low, near the crease. Snyder kept it away, into the far corner it goes. Sibenga. Behind the net, Petrilla. Sibenga again, knocked down in front of the crease. Shot fired, goes wide. A lot of activity down in front of Mason Snyder right now. Calvin up to 30 shots on the evening. That one goes wide. Elkins is going to have to go to it, near side. Messier able to push out of the zone, just into the neutral zone, but forcing Calvin to push out. Elkins comes back in, pass fired across, goes under the stick of Petrilla. Sibenga picks it up on the backside, tries to play it toward the middle. Snyder was ready for it, but it didn't make it there anyhow. Traffic in the way. Now out in front again, knocked into the air. 33 seconds left on the power play for Calvin. Vandison out near the blue line. He throws back to the corner. Pass comes in front, knocked toward the boards. Nate Brown trying to play it away. Vandison picks it back up for Calvin. And he finds the back of the net for a second time. Kyle Vandison makes it a 3-1 game with 3:23 to play in the second period. So after the Rockets had a lead following one period of play, penalties have set them back here in the second period. And now a 3-1 lead for Calvin. 3 shots on 31 goals. And it was not that long ago that Mason Snyder had seen 24, 25 shots without giving one up. And 3 of the last 6 have made their way in. Contact along the bench. Soltis nearly sent sprawling. Able to stay on his skates. Ethan Best running it down for Calvin. Knights trying to feed off this momentum. Dialman into Snyder. Snyder able to make the save. Dialman picked it back up off the rebound. Best fires one toward the front of the net. That one deflected, but then deflected away into the corner. Best after it. Jagilski. Dialman. Back to it. Niestedt. Soltis in front of the net. Held up. Shot through there. Messier trying to decoy on it. Niestedt brings it back out. Soltis delivering a hit there. Calvin trying to clear the zone. Deflected right up into the glove of Ciso, and again, going after Niestedt after the play, Ciso comes up and shoves the Toledo forward away. Two minutes and 19 seconds to play in the second period. We'll get a face-off to the right of Ciso coming up. Face-off won by the Knights. They bring it into the neutral zone. Working through traffic. Contact there from Nate Brown. Sent Hicks to the ground. Little backhand towards Snyder. He kept that one away. Knights still in control of the puck. Brought out on the stick of Ben Mitchell. Mitchell has Messier. Mitchell takes the shot. In and out of the glove of Ciso. Kept alive. Stays in play. Winnick had Ickes get around him. Shot there off the outside of the netting. Near the top. Shot fired in from Duker. Davis across. Now Brown to Winnick. Mitchell moves into the zone once again. Tries to weave through and around Davis. It didn't work. Other end, Petrilla trying to get the pass across. He does. Sibenga can't put it into the net. Back deflected. And the net came off the post. .110 to play in the second. Toledo off of the face-off. Quickly taken back away. Pass out in front. Goes wide of Snyder. Petrilla continuing to harass out front. The putback chance off the rebound. No good. That would have been 3 for Vandison. Sibenga. Backhanded pass toward the corner. Meyer going after it. He'll play it forward. Soltis is there. Soltis trying to get through the 2-on-1. Has it taken away offside the call. As Soltis was in and the puck was out. 37.1 seconds left in the period. Face off here. Vandison against Nadeau. Advantage Nadeau. Connor Doyle fires towards Ciso. Able to glove it and slap it to the ice. Out in front, Sibenga once again. Beaverson there. Nadeau takes it back off the boards. All the way to the other end it goes. Icing waved off. Elkins will pick it up there. 15 seconds left. Forward for Vandison. Pass back in front. Around Elkins. Shot taken wide of the net. Down near the corner of the boards. Into the air. And the buzzer sounds, and that will bring us to the end of the second period. After Toledo led after one, it was all Calvin there in the second period. Stephen Hicks gets the first goal, and Kyle Vandison got 2 and 3. A 3-1 lead right now for Calvin over Toledo. When we come back, we'll see what the third period has to offer. One final period to play here this evening at the Ice House. Unless we're tied, we'll go to overtime, but one more period left in regulation here as we've entered the third period. Calvin on top of Toledo 3-1 after a 3-goal second period. They went from behind to out in front all in a matter of 20 minutes. Calvin with the puck here, far side, pass back toward the middle, intended for Vandison, taken back away by Winnick. Meyer going to go up the length of the floor. He's tripped up just a little bit. Unintentional contact there as he lost his footing. That'll give the Knights a chance to get the puck back. Down behind Snyder it goes. Picked up by Sibenga. Back out near the point. Deflected out, Nadeau. Quickly slapped back in by Jagilski. Nadeau across, looking for Mitchell, taken back away. Petrilla once again. Down and around it goes. Keaton going after the puck, but quickly in comes Ernst. Shot at Snyder, deflected back to the corner. Ernst controls once again. He's going to try again, and Snyder's going to trap that one between the legs. And another save for Mason Snyder. And even though he's given up 3 and his team is down on the scoreboard, a really prolific night from Snyder. Stopping 33 of 36 shots. Toledo has only mounted 11 chances at the other end on Carlos Ciso. And their shot that made it into the net was number 6 of that 11. Down behind Snyder, he'll settle it down. Brown's going to come back to pick it up. He throws around the boards to Mitchell. Mitchell goes across the ice. Off the deflection of the boards, it comes to Bassan. Backhanded in. Messier trying to run it down. Bassan tries to provide some assistance as well. To the opposite corner it goes. Toledo still trying to keep that puck in. 2 players lose their sticks. Soltis is one of those. Out comes the puck. Both players regain their sticks. Calvin going to make a line change in that area as well as Brown throws back forward. Deflected off. Up the ice. Dialman in the direction of Snyder. Dialman gets it back. Pass back in the direction of Babelos. Goes behind him. Niestedt in. Fanned on the shot. Back behind. Riddick's going to try one. That one's saved by Ciso. Puck still hanging out wide. Ciso finally able to get a glove on it. And since Ciso had the puck trapped to the ice, he couldn't come up that time and cause any commotion after the whistle like he has done most of the night. Jared Van Herset out for the faceoff. Faceoff victory goes to the Knights. Over the extended hand of Beaverson, it goes to the other end. Icing going to be the call as Keaton won the race there. These two teams, after tonight, they'll travel on the road. They'll go to Calvin to play tomorrow. But we'll have to wait and see our final score tonight before we can even think about tomorrow's contest. Off the face-off, Keaton tries a shot. Down goes Bassan, and he was undercut by Ciso once again. Rather, that was Ian Wood. He has the puck now. Pass back out in front. Soltis able to get the stick to it. Too much pressure there defensively from the Knights. Goes all the way down. Icing called again as Brown's the first there. Back to the end, nearest Carlos Ciso. We come for another face-off. The A forward line out there for Toledo. Nadeau, Winnick, and Meyer. Trying to get the net back in place behind Ciso. Face-off won by Calvin. Meyer grabs the puck and throws it to the ice. Nadeau around the boards. Toledo had it momentarily deflected out toward the middle of the ice where the Knights were able to pick it back up. Schenkel threw it in toward the corner. Nadeau going after it. Both teams trying to gain sole possession. Behind Snyder, it comes back across. Meyer throws forward across the ice. Nadeau after it. He's the only one at the attacking end for Toledo. Shot goes wide around the boards, picked back up by Beaverson. He's going to leave that one out in the middle. Nadeau picks it up there through the legs of Winnick. Mitchell going after it. But Calvin able to take it back away. Hicks weaving through two. Puck knocked away. He'll recollect in front of the Rocket bench. Deflected there in front of Snyder. He kept his eyes off it, off the skates of Curtis. Keaton with it once again. He'll bounce it off the glass into the back of the head of Mitchell. Mitchell settles it down. Messier tries to go in. Poke checked away. Beaverson across. Mitchell trying to get back to it. Best was there to keep it out. Beaverson throws back in. Down near the corner it goes. Mitchell trying to run down Best. Best quickly dumped the pass away. Takeaway for Toledo. Messier, the shot goes high. May have deflected off the shoulder of Ciso and into the boards. Vesperini at the other end now for Calvin as the Knights go back on the attack. Dakota Keaton providing some resistance there for Toledo in the corner. Vesperini back to it once again, has help. Snyder trying to keep his eyes on it, but they score. A pass back out in front, and Jacob Sibenga adds the fourth goal of the evening for Calvin. Mason Snyder trying to get the net back in place as we come back to center ice. Calvin quickly going to go back in again, 2-on-2. Kept away by LeBeau. In front, another shot on Snyder, and that one was Petrilla. Schneider able to keep that one out of the netting. 5 minutes and 10 seconds into the third period here. Calvin has extended their lead 4-1. Davis out near the blue line. That one wide of the net. Toledo going to pick it up. Doyle. Now's Duker. Poked away. Nate Brown. Toledo bench calling for the penalty. And indeed, they're going to get it. Handed the official away from the play, went up, and Christoph Petrilla, one of the leading scorers for the Knights, is going to find himself in the box. A chance here for Toledo to find some momentum to try to climb back into things, down 3 goals at this point. Stokes out in the middle, deflected by Ernst. Messier has it. He'll go behind the net, back out to Stokes. Stokes has help with Winnick from the point. He takes a shot. That one goes wide, deflected. Stokes getting it back near the corner. Meyer after the puck. Both teams battling. Nadeau has it. Trying to get it back in front to either Messier or Meyer. It's Stokes that has it. He plays it forward. Nadeau tries to deflect it in, and Ciso makes the stop. Somebody lost the stick. Davis is going to give that stick back to Duker. .14 minutes exactly left in the third period. Face-off victory goes to the Knights. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the power play for Toledo. Petrilla continues to serve in the box. Out of the back, Mitchell loses an edge. He goes down 2-on-1, and Calvin scores their second shorthanded goal of the day. And Stephen Hicks has both. So 2 double goal scorers for Calvin, Vandison and Hicks. And now it's 5-1. A costly mistake from Mitchell there as he got all tangled up in himself. Meyer the backhand out to Winnick. The Rockets still have time on this power play. But now they're fighting to get back to the 3-goal deficit instead of wiping it away. Felecki, it's kicked by the official. Stokes peppers on a shot. That one wide into the boards. Rockets still after it. Felecki and Nadeau in there. Messier gets it back. That pass comes out in front. Stokes thought about trying again. Instead, he'll slow it down, then takes the shot as he goes out a little wider. Out of the corner, it comes to Winnick. Winnick going to throw back to Felecki down low. Gets through the legs of Felecki. Calvin will take over, and they send it the length. 24 seconds left on the power play as the puck's picked back up by Trevor Stokes. Stokes comes forward. He's going to take it in himself. He takes a shot. Ciso gloves the save, and down they go. Stokes ripped to the ground there by Ian Elkins. Ciso was wrapped up in the contact after both players made initial contact. 15 seconds left on the power play. Face-off coming to the left of Ciso. It'll be Nadeau taking the face-off for Toledo. Calvin gets the face-off victory. After the face-off, Riley Austin was there. Puck out in front. Messier almost had it. Bassan was there as well. Big open ice hit from Beaverson on Vesperini. Again, Beaverson going after players. Behind the play, here comes some push and shove, and here they go, far into the ice. 14 against 11. That was Maverick Backstrom, the captain for Calvin, and Josh Bassan for Toledo. And Bassan got some haymakers in there as well. He ended up on his back. And that will likely be the last we see of Josh Bassan tonight. And perhaps tomorrow as well. Officials over to the scoring table once again. Toledo GM Greg Gehrig with his work cut out for him tonight, as he's been keeping track of those over at the scorers table. A couple of game misconducts, a lot of roughing, and some others mixed in there as well. The list continues to get longer here. 5-minute penalty on the board for Bassan. So Toledo going to go short-handed once again. Five-on-4 hockey as the Gold Dome Knights of Calvin University will be on the power play again. Puck in the legs of the official. Calvin going to settle it back down. Vandison sitting on 2, calling for the puck. Out in front, Calvin scores. Jacob Sibinga. That's his second goal of the night. Hicks had 1 and 5. Vandison had 2 and 3. And Sibinga 4 and 6. And that makes up the 6-1 lead right now with 12-12 left in the third. And it'll stay 4-on-1, or 5-on-4, wow. 5-on-4 following the 5-minute major. Petrilla trying to feed the pass through center of the ice. Knocked back down. He'll pick it up himself. Pass in. Sibinga once again. Sibinga now one of 3 players looking for a hat trick. Puck comes out to Vandeson. He'll pass down low. Snyder remains in the crease. Here's Elkins. He tries a shot. That one goes wide into the netting. And that'll bring us to another face-off. New line out for Calvin. Face-off won by Toledo. Doyle will throw it away. Into the neutral zone it comes. Messier tries to run it down. Thought maybe he could beat Duker to the puck. Knights in with the numbers, 4-on-3. Vesperini swung for a pass but couldn't find the puck. Ix across, the assist for Ix. As that time it was Joel Dialman. And now the Knights, like a cat playing with its food, find themselves up 7-1. And a goalie swap coming for Toledo, as Nathan King is going to come in. That will be the end of what was once a very promising night for Mason Snyder. Stopped 24 shots before allowing 7 of the last 19 into the net. The Vesperini line stays on the ice for Calvin. Up through the defense, trying to get around Beaverson. There's some aggression. Beaverson showing some fight. King gets the puck. Back to a face-off we go. Still 3:35 left on the penalty to Bassan. Calvin wins the face-off. Ix calling for it across the ice. He'll fire in a pass. And they score again. This time it's Vesperini. The 5th different goal scorer. And now it's 8-1 with 10:54 to play in the third. Backstrom's forward line with Stempfel and Curtis. And a timeout going to be taken by Toledo. We'll step aside as well, and we'll be right back. Following the timeout, back to play a center ice face-off once again. It's 8-1 in favor of Calvin. Just about half of the third period remaining and still 3:18 left on the penalty to the Rockets after the 5-minute major was issued to Josh Bassan. Puck picked up behind the net on the stick of Backstrom. He brings it out. There's Duker back to Backstrom. In the corner, Beaverson fighting for the puck. Knights able to keep it. Ernst going towards the net. He'll take a shot. That one deflected high of the net. Toledo trying to push it out. The Knights able to keep it in just in front of the blue line. Puck comes back out. There's Justin Davis. Davis across. Duker tries a shot. King able to deflect that one away. Now out into the neutral zone. Calvin has to clear. Davis leaves it off for Backstrom. Backstrom going to be the first one there along the boards. He'll throw to the corner. Ernst's going to get to it behind the net. King keeping his eyes peeled as much as he can. With the puck at his 6. Ernst across. Nice attempt. Halted by King. Duker has it poked away. Niestedt there. Playing pest, and now Riddick up the ice. He's got a one-on-one. Trying to get around Davis. The long frame of Davis, able to poke it away. Pass back out into the neutral zone. Ernst goes across. Dialman threw the shot on net. Fired in from Elkins into the glove of King. And that will lead to the whistle. .9:12 to play in the contest. Ian Wood takes the face-off for Toledo. Face-off victory goes to Josh Ernst of Calvin. Puck fired across. Riley Austin fires a pass down near the corner. Off the side of the net on the shot from Charles Riordan. Austin once again, he'll play it across. Back and forth they go. Austin from the point. Again a pass. Calvin moving a little bit closer. Trying to feed as close to the net as possible. Elkins takes the shot. That one deflected away. Still down near the corner. Ernst going after it. Back out to Elkins. Elkins fires a shot from range. That one up into the net. 8:34 left. Still 1 minute and 7 seconds left on that major. And Calvin has enjoyed their time on this power play, as they have really for a majority of the night. They may have 2 shorthanded goals, but plenty of power play goals as well. And that's why when you look back at the box score, you hate, after having such a positive first period for the Rockets, you hate giving up those penalties and conceding those power play goals in the second and third when you had yourself in the driver's seat early. Puck's at the length of the floor. Ciso comes out to it, fires back forward quickly. Jagielski now Best across the ice. Believe that was Vandison. Indeed it was. Best going back to get it behind Ciso. Nadeau plays Pest this time for Toledo. In comes Vandison, looking across. Jagielski cutting toward the net. There's a shot. King deflects it wide. Knight still passing it around. Best fires one out in front of King. Deflected up into the net. And Toledo going to go back to full strength. 5-on-5 hockey once again after a long 5 minutes. 7:25 left in the frame. Face-off won by Toledo. Riddick off the boards. Neutral zone, Calvin gets it back. King knocks it to the ground. Some contact there. The Knights take it back away. Pass in front in the direction of Schenkel. Toledo took it back. Riddick again up the ice. Off the boards. Now the Rockets able to get to it first. In the neutral zone, puck goes into the air. Beaverson tried to knock it down. Friendly fire there from Beaverson and LeBeau. In the neutral zone, Duker gets it back. Keaton throws it off the glass. Rockets trying to move into that attacking third. Here's Keaton again, knocked away. Right back to it. Behind the back pass in the direction of Van Herset. But taken back away. Cutting up the other end of the ice, Babelos. Vesperini across. Babelos tried a shot. He was too far out in front of it. Timing just off on what was a good pass. Couldn't connect with the one-timer. Ian Wood knocks the puck down off the stick of Duker. Knights up the ice. Backstrom trying to move back toward the middle, and they score once again. Maverick Backstrom this time. And with 5:52 left, a 9-1 lead now. Face off back to center ice once again, won by Nadeau. Meyer bats it backwards. Stokes going to move to the puck there. He's the first one. Up the ice, it's fired back in the direction of Meyer. And an icing going to be called, and down to the Calvin attacking third we go for the face-off. Over toward the bench sides of the ice, where Ernst will take the face-off against Nadeau. Stokes throws it around the boards. Meyer going to pick it up near side, just down in front of the press box here. Beaverson up the ice. He takes the pass. Pass intended for Nadeau. Out in front, Riley Austin to it first. Nadeau and Austin battling for the puck. Now multiple members of each team getting involved as well. Meyer gets it back to Nadeau. Nadeau across. There's Stokes at the point. Deflected up into the net by Meyer on the shot attempt. And can Toledo take this last 5 minutes and build it into some momentum for tomorrow night, when they will travel to Calvin and attempt the same feat that they tried to attempt tonight, which is hand the Knights their first loss of the season. Stokes across the ice. Nadeau will let it go. Back onto the stick of Elkins. Down near King, Soltis recollects. Messier up the ice, tries to weave through traffic. Wanted to change from the right side to the left side of his body. Elkins a pass back. Here's Petrilla. Dishes a pass in front. Kept away by King. Sibinga tried to keep it in the zone. Doyle said no for Toledo. Soltis goes to the ice. Vandesen as well. A brief little spin, staying on his skates. Puck into the air. Doyle trying to get it back on the ground. 2-on-1 here. Sibinga has Petrilla. Sibinga takes the shot off the shoulder of King. Petrilla and Sibinga still back and forth. Vandesen tries the shot. Jacob Sibinga again. 2 goals tonight for him. Jagielski at the blue line just kept it in. Out in front, Petrilla tries the redirect. King was ready for it. Kept his body in the way. Nate Brown now uses the corner to his advantage to get the puck back to Ben Mitchell. Into the neutral zone it comes. Calvin will quickly reapply the pressure. Sibinga looking to keep it on. Pass to Petrilla. Sibinga again. He scores. Jacob Sibinga has the hat trick. In the last 116 minutes and 35 seconds of ice time for the Knights. They've outscored their opponents 21-1. Here's Best. He takes the shot in traffic. May have been blocked by his teammate. Redirect there out in front, goes wide. Best shovels a backhanded pass back down to Stempfel. Stokes bringing it out. Clock goes under 3 minutes to play. Best to the ice, hovers over the puck as it finds its way to the corner. 3-on-2 for Calvin. Beaverson able to play it back out. Duker in. Beaverson there for Toledo. Midnight Blue and Gold back up the ice on the stick of Justin Beaverson. Lost it at the edge of the zone. Davis thrown forward. Beaverson back to it once again. He'll continue it corner to corner. Van Hersen after it there. Tries to get the pass back to Keaton. Out in front. Whistle blown. Net dislodged. They'll have to reset it with 2:04 left. Backstrom will take the face-off against Jared Van Herset. Van Herset gets the face-off win, but Backstrom right back to it. Right into the Knights bench. Now Toledo, Wood a chance to take the shot, left the puck behind him. Tries to dish the backhanded pass off, but the Knights able to keep it away. Vesperini in position for a potential one-timer. It's taken away. Doyle was able to hop in front. 1 minute and 18 seconds left. Doyle tried to launch it forward. Now here comes LeBeau. He has Riddick. LeBeau's shot deflected up into the net. Just the 16th tonight for Toledo. Face off to the left of Ciso. It's a miscommunication from Toledo about who was going to be out on the ice, whether it was going to be Nate Brown or Mikey Burton. Shot fired from Stokes, deflected off of Austin. It goes to the boards. Toledo continuing to battle here late, still looking for goal number 2. Puck sent back forward. LeBeau back to it. Deflected away by Ciso. Off the stick into the boards. Rockets still have it. Stokes wants it at the point, wrong side of his body, resets, fires a shot. Ciso makes the leg save once again. Thrown off the boards there from Riordan. 30 seconds to play. Ernst forward, finds Dialman. Dialman trying to weave through 2 defenders. King traps it to the ice and will get another stoppage with 14.7 left tonight. And Toledo came out of the gate strong, but penalties set the Rockets back tonight against the Knights. The Knights control the puck in their attacking third. But all that's left is for time to tick down. The result in this one already determined. Soltis to the corner. And Toledo will just hold it out. A 10-1 victory for the Calvin University Knights. They advance to 13-0-2 on the season. They remain undefeated. The Rockets will fall to a 4-8 record. And these teams will be back in action tomorrow night at Calvin University in Grand Rapids. But for tonight, that will do it from us here for the team at the Team Toledo Ice House. The Calvin University Knights knock off the Toledo Rockets by a final score of 10-1.